In a
something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees, waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my funland. I don't ever want to leave, I'm in a tropic club.
Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to the night-themed Rave podcast.
Hello! I'm very excited for tonight's for this episode.
All right, introduce
Welcome
yourself,
back,
Monkey,
everybody.
please.
Hello, my name is Lord and Monkey. As usual, I am really wholesome, and I'm really excited for tonight's episode because we're talking about Fairy Tale.
Karma, introduce yourself, please.
Right. I'm Heir of Karma. Nice to meet you all.
And my name is
Yeah.
Raven the Wraith. Nice to meet
And-
everyone.
And Karma still looks like an edgy 14-year-old.
He's going to for a long time.
Yeah.
I just realized you guys are wearing red and I'm not wearing any red on my clothes. Interesting fact.
Yeah, well, the red for my suit comes from because like the drawing for my character comes from my Minecraft character, and my Minecraft character has red on the suit because I used to do a lot of redstone.
Wow, Plasma, rude. He said, I mentioned if anyone wants to join the NTR podcast, we're talking about Fairy Tale, and he said, I don't. Wow, even though he's in chat.
Yeah.
Rude.
Alright, today I watched a video by the name of the complete Fairy Tale timeline from Macau to Tenro
Macau.
Island. Macau?
Yep.
To Tenru Island.
Or
we've got-
for the Japanese fans, Tenrojima.
Or the time skip, if you also want to put it like that.
Yeah, we're probably gonna argue a bunch on names between me and Karma, because he watched the sub version and I watched the dub version.
Disgusting.
Because dubs are easier to understand when you're have
Multitasking.
ADHDs.
Nah. Also, I just want to give a quick shout out. The channel was Get Indie Robot, which apparently they moved channels, but there you go. It's a 500,000 views. I want to give them a quick shout out since I watched their video.
I mean, not necessarily true. Nothing.
Okay. So I had a
Yeah,
couple of
what's that
questions about Season 1, Season 2, Season 4, and then the time skip. Karma and me already kind of went over one thing, and that is that he can't answer a couple of these questions, about half of them, because they're actually spoilers.
Yeah.
But we'll answer as many as we can. They as many as I have, if they can. Do you guys just want to get right into the questions, or do you guys want to talk about anything before we start?
There might be massive spoilers for Fairy Tale, so if you're planning on watching it, well, yeah, you know what to do if you were planning on watching it and you don't want to be spoiled for the end or for massive.
Yeah, spoiler,
Plot
there's a
points
time
in,
skip.
That's actually not one of the spoilers I was talking about. Like, almost
Yeah.
everybody knows that there's a time skip.
Everyone knows that every shonen has a time skip of some kind, but still, it's worth mentioning that there is going to be spoilers. So, my first question, when I first started watching, that you already said you couldn't answer, I'm going to ask it anyway. Why did the dragons disappear?
Well, we said there's gonna be massive spoilers, so we might as well say it, right?
It's up to you guys. I said spoiler warning until the time
I
skip,
mean,
so...
we could. And this answer comes after the time skip.
Yeah, but like he
Alright.
still wants answers, so
How about I reword the question to a simple yes or no? Do the dragons come back?
yes, but I think like we still can explain it to him because well, it's still like a massive like part of Fairy Tale, like dragons disappearing and
Yes.
why they aren't there.
Yeah, okay, but I mean, I'm not getting into it. I'm just saying, like, they do come
Yeah,
back.
that's enough for me.
They do come back, but not in the way you think they would.
Based on something Karma told how they come back.
How? Explain to us, Raven.
He mentioned something about time travel. So I imagine that there's going to be some kind of time travel shenanigans happening where they
Yeah,
go
but-
back in time before they disappeared.
I mean, the
No.
time travel
Yes.
relates more to the Dragon Slayers.
The Dragon Slayers. I forgot that was like an entire thing.
Dude, the main character is the Dragon Slayer.
See, like, they call him a Dragon Slayer, but didn't he, like, not actually kill a dragon? Like, isn't
Well, they're
that...
trained by dragons to kill dragons.
levels
All right,
like
so
weirdness.
lore time. In Fairy Tale, a while ago, there was a war between dragons, and so humans
People
wouldn't be
in-
defenseless. People were into it because there were some dragons that thought people should basically be food for us. We shouldn't belittle ourselves enough to be like allied with humans. And there was another dragon faction that wanted to be allied with humans. So those dragons trained humans to fight to use the same kind of powers dragons do.
Interesting.
Fight those
Basically,
dragons.
those were
But
the
they
first
are
dragon
different.
slayers.
But they are different from normal magicians. Is that correct?
Yes, they
Right.
can eat their own element. Like Natsu's a fire dragon slayer, so
Oh,
he can eat
right.
fire and power himself up with it.
I remember that now. Yeah, they didn't mention that all in the video, but I remember that now. And he says his own flames taste like nothing, or they taste bad. If I remember correctly.
He can't.
Oh, well,
He can't
technically,
eat
you're
it.
not supposed to. Technically, like, for in Natsu's sake, he's not supposed to eat his own flames.
Yeah, he's not supposed to, but he can.
Would you eat your own hair?
If it powered me up, yes. If it turned me into All Might, yes, I would.
You're breaking my point here. Like, like he can't eat his own fire. Like there is some plot points in it. Like when he fights a wizard that can send his flames back, he can eat them. But
Yeah.
like he can't get a fireball in his hand and gobble it up.
Yeah, I'd imagine even if he does eat it, it's not actually like powering him up because he's eating his own essence or whatever. So,
Yeah, basically.
all right, my next question, even though okay, so the first question was how did the dragons disappear? We basically answered that with can answer, and then do the dragons come back? Short answer, yes, but not how I think. Kind of. The second question, and this did kind of get changed slightly, but how did the most powerful guild, aka Fairy Tale, only have like 10 members? It sounds like they
Well-
should have like 30 to 50 if they're the most powerful guild.
Okay, technically, Fairy Tale has a lot more members than
Uh,
what is actually like seen in the show.
I looked it
Yeah.
up.
You looked up how many members they have?
Yeah, there's 100 members.
Oh wow, okay, so there's
Because
a lot
there's a
not shown.
shitload of side characters, but there's about like 10 to 15 main characters.
Do you think Lucy, or her name is Lucy, right? She's the main character, Lucy?
Well, no, like there's no like Natsu's the main like.
Well,
the
it's
main
told at least
guild
the
member
first
that we follow.
the first part of the first season is told through her eyes when she joins the guild. That's why I
Yes.
say she's the main character. But technically, yes, I know they're all main characters.
I'm gonna still.
My point being,
Technically,
was her name
Natsu
Lucy?
is the main character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Not
wondering, is
Raven.
each of her constellations considered a member?
Raven, now, can you tell me what kind of magic Lucy uses?
She uses some kind of summoning magic where she summons constellations, but I don't know the name of it.
Yes, celestial magic.
Yes. You can ask me a question. If I know the character, I kind of know what their abilities are, if I can remember. Like, the main characters, I remember their abilities. Like-
I asked you this question before. Sorry for cutting you off.
Oh, go ahead.
I asked you this question when we were preparing for this podcast. Who's Makarov and what does he do?
Makarov. I have no idea.
Small, old man, white.
Oh, he's the guild master.
Yes.
Yes.
Correct.
What does he do? He becomes giant, and he uses, like, bless magic or some shit.
Yeah, Makarov is overly broken.
Yes, but he still gets his ass
Technically,
kicked.
he's not at the same time.
Well, yeah, well,
He
it
gets his
depends,
ass kicked
because,
by
like,
his old master in season, I think it's 3 or 4.
he's still like a wizard saint, so that makes him one of the 10 most powerful wizard in Fiori.
At least the ones that
If
are
I remember
registered.
correctly,
Yeah,
if I remember correctly, he's like the 7th or 6th most powerful wizard.
yeah.
In the entire continent.
Well, then again, that doesn't like mean much since like Warred is like one of the 4 emperors of Ishgar, which are like basically the 4 most powerful members of the wizard
Okay,
of the
but those guys are
Fiori
literal
kingdom.
monsters. okay, you can't.
But
You
like
gotta
yet,
look at monsters.
yeah, but like yet, Warred is uses like plant magic and is like and could be easily beaten by Natsu if he really tried.
Apologies for the Discord notifications. I went on Do Not Disturb, so it shouldn't happen again. So I have another question I came up with while you guys were talking about that. So
Yeah.
you said there's 100 members of the guild, and I know that there is at least two different ranks. There is like B and A rank quests, and there's S rank quests. Is there another tier above S rank?
There's so much.
Okay.
So there's Mary
Okay,
Jane.
so
Okay,
Go ahead.
okay,
just-
I can't
just-
this
go ahead,
one
okay.
honestly.
Let me maybe answer, like, word this slightly better. How many ranks are there in the Fairy Tale Guild?
For
Okay,
quests?
so you have
Just for like the people in general.
your common wizards, which are the side characters that no one cares about.
Oh, that's rude, but okay.
Then you have your, I mean, I'm not wrong. And then you have your named side characters.
Yeah, like
Okay.
Gadgiel or whatever, Lucy,
Gadgiel.
Natsu,
Well,
Gray.
no, those are not the. Okay, so by named side characters, I mean like Kana and Rufus or Redis.
Yeah, I don't know either name.
Your favorite character, right, Karma?
Oh yeah.
You
no.
love Redis.
Yeah, no. Redis
Explain
is-
to us why you love Redis, Karma.
Also, who's
Redis could-
Redis?
He's a guy who
he's
uses
the
Picto
guy who can
magic.
paint.
Crypto?
He's the guy who
Picto.
Picto.
he basically makes his paintings come to his drawings.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a very original idea that hasn't been used in every other shonen ever.
Yeah, but he only uses it for like completely useless things.
Hmm. That reminds me of One Piece. There's a character who has the devil fruit that allows them to do that exact same thing, except the power of the drawing is proportional to the skill of the artist, and he's a terrible artist. So he draws like
Yeah,
a
no,
one-legged
Redis-
bird, and it comes to life as like a 2D image.
So actually, Redis is actually really good at painting, but the reason why he's so bad is because his magic has so many different uses, but he never uses it correctly.
Yeah. He could technically bring a dragon back to life, probably, based on what you're describing to me.
Well, he could draw a dragon.
Well, yeah.
But he cannot infuse life within a skeleton of a dragon.
What if he just paints over the skeleton?
Technically, it wouldn't do anything.
Oh, okay.
So like before the time skip, he's he's big. He's big.
Yeah, he's fat.
Thank you for putting it like that. Yes.
Dude, the guy's a fucking like gym ball. Actually, like he's perfectly round. You look at him from the side, he's like a fucking. It's not humanly possible to be like a fucking gym ball.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, it's true. But before the time skip, what he does is he paints on his stomach, and then those come to life.
Fair enough.
Kind of. He's not really mentioned after the time skip because he only has like few major. He only has like few times that he actually speaks.
I vaguely remember him and Lucy having a fight.
What?
I feel like that's... Maybe I'm misremembering, but I feel like either he assisted her in a fight, or I remember them being in a fight together at the very least.
Redis never fought. He's a fucking useless bag of trash.
Okay, maybe I'm misremembering them. It's been like 7
Yeah,
years
those
since
are
I've
your-
seen the show, so...
Those are your named side characters, and then you have your named characters, which are
Yeah.
not part of Team Natsu.
Okay.
So
That are
that like
stronger. So like that would accomplish. That would be
So like the girl with
Levy,
white hair?
Levy,
Buggy.
Gaujil.
Juvia and Mira Jane.
Yeah.
Those would be your named
Loxus.
characters. And then you have Team Natsu.
So that's basically Gray, Urzel, Lucy, and Natsu. And
Hmm.
Appy, and technically also.
Wendy.
And Wendy. Well, oh yeah, and Wendy.
Then you have your S-class wizard, or the most powerful male wizard in the Fairy Tale Guild. Gildarts.
Gildart's Clyde.
Right, Gildarts. I remember that name. So one of my questions
he-
actually is, when does he show up in the show?
Episode 90.
90? So they just skipped it in the video. Okay. Because
He shows
they
up
didn't.
like a few times.
Yeah, they didn't mention him at all in the video I watched, and I was like, where is this guy? Because I remember that's a very impactful scene where he shows up and they literally split the city in half for him.
Yeah, because like he uses something called crash
It's his
magic.
Hmm.
His magic is called crash magic. He basically walks through things.
That's pretty fucking awesome.
Like he
I mean, it sounds like shit, but it's awesome.
Actually, it's powerful
he-
enough that in one scene during the Tenrojima arc, he actually splits Natsu's fire dragon roar into pieces
Yeah.
and destroys the fire.
Interesting.
Can we talk about when he beat the shit out of Blue Note?
I have no idea who that is.
Right, Karma? You
Oh
remember?
yeah, that too.
Like
They
Blue
were
Note
actually-
is this
Yeah, they were actually on
insanely
even terms.
Yeah, like Blue Note is this insanely powerful wizard that controls gravity, but like the guy's fucking creating a black hole at the moment.
Ed Gildarts destroys it with his
And
crash
Gildart
magic.
destroys the black hole, fights against the like times fucking 30 gravity, and beats the living shit out of Blue Note.
Interesting. I looked up where he appears really quick just to see, and yeah.
But,
I might
yeah,
watch this fight actually on YouTube after this.
It's worth a watch.
It's a good fight.
I like how
Right,
it.
so then you have Gildarts,
Okay, yeah.
who's the most powerful wizard in the guild. And then you have Makarov, who's the guild master.
Yeah.
So is
we-
Gildarts more powerful, or is the
We
Guildmaster more
don't
powerful?
know
Don't, okay.
because Karma, do you know
Technically,
where Jira ranks on the
Jura, the wizard saints, he's the 5th. He's the
So-
most powerful human wizard.
because when he Mark during the during the GMM arc, the Grand Magic Games arc, Mark Ruff mentions that Jura might be on the same level as Gildarts, which means that technically Gildarts would be the stronger wizard.
But he still listens to Makarov, which makes him lower on the
Yeah, but
scale
technically he's more
of-
powerful. If Mark Ruff is the
Fairy
7th or 6th most powerful wizard.
It's true.
Okay. So that is the rankings of all of the people in Fairy Tale?
Yeah,
like
but there's
the
like,
guild?
Technically, yeah.
and then there's the
Okay.
quest ranking.
And what are the
Which
quest
goes
rankings?
from-
Like, quickly.
Can
So,
I take that
it
one,
goes-
Karma?
Yeah, go ahead.
So the quest ranking goes like there's basically your normal quest, like some old lady that needs an object to be like a curse being lifted, or like a monster that needs to be slain.
Okay, so
that's
not like
your-
a cat rescued from a tree, but a little bit more.
Yeah, it's basically your average wizard quest, like
Got
a
it.
quest that any idiot can do.
Got
Then
it.
there's the S-class quest, the life-threatening quest. A good example of this is at the start of the series, Natsu steals one and goes and tries to do it alongside Lucy and Gray.
Mm-hmm.
And they go to this cursed island, try to uncurse to lift the curse. But it so happens that on this island is a giant-ass demon, frozen in ice, and that a guy is trying to unfreeze because the demon is frozen in a spell called Ice Shell, that is basically an meltable ice that you can only melt using moon drip, which is basically like moon water.
And then also the fact that the person who cast that spell is also Gray's like mentor.
Yeah, and she sacrificed herself. So like they like without Urza showing up, I don't think they could have pulled it off. Actually,
Well, Gray would have sacrificed himself recasting the spell.
no, because Natsu would have kept it from happening anyway.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, they probably would have put the
Actually,
world in danger, or at least that village in danger.
Actually, that's a debate again, Monkey.
Yeah.
I don't personally agree with that. They wouldn't be able to do it without Urza. They wouldn't have been able to do it officially without Urza, but I feel like Natsu, Gray, and Lucy could have almost done it.
Well, was Natsu powerful enough at the time? Because like there's no water for like Lucy to summon Aquarius, so she can only rely on her only other spirit that can fight, being basically Taurus, because like Cancer basically cuts hairs.
I don't even think she had cancer at the
So
time.
She had the 3.
Oh, okay.
No, wait,
oh,
no,
and
she had 4.
she also had
She had-
Virgo.
Yep.
Okay.
But like, and Gray was like Gray's power scale seems to go alongside Natsu's, so he probably isn't like much above Natsu, and Natsu is like strong in this, but not that strong. Like Natsu at the start and Natsu at the end of the series, like there's a massive gap between
Completely
them.
different people. Completely different people.
Yeah. So I don't like Natsu. Like would have also Natsu being like the reckless idiot that he is, would have probably like just took Leon head on and probably got pretty fucking hurt doing it.
I mean, he did, though.
Yeah, but like I feel like Urza being there, like Urza has a reputation. Like it's shown when you first meet her. Like she has a fearful reputation.
True. True.
Like
After your
learning
S-class, there's
yeah, and
debate whether or not that. Okay, so you have your S-class quest, and then you have your 5-year quests.
10-year decade
Then you have-
quest. Well, no, you've already
Then you have
S
your
class
decade
quest.
What?
Right. So yeah, you have your S-class quest, you have your decade quest, and then you have the quest that no wizard has ever been able to complete. The century quest.
Century's 100 years, right?
Yep.
Correct.
Okay. I'd imagine no one could, except for someone like fucking Zareth or Mavis.
Well, Mavis died, and Zeref basically doesn't give a shit. And
Zareth is
Gildar-
fucking immortal, right?
Yeah, because of a curse.
Yeah,
Yes.
he could complete a quest. That's that.
Well, technically no, because like there's some
No,
speculation
he
on as
couldn't
to what
actually.
Is he
He
too
could
weak?
not
or-
actually. He could not. Couldn't. He could not actually do it.
because of the curse of
The
Ankatesh.
century.
What happens with the
That's not
curse?
the reason why he couldn't have done it.
The curse of Ankatesh basically like it's a curse placed on people who've toyed with life. So if basically you use a like when there 400 years ago before like the actual plot point of fairy tale happens, Zareth was a magic scholar, and he wanted to create a magical device to bring people back to life.
Okay, I'm with
But
you so
in-
far.
Okay, hold it.
And
Okay, I'm gonna
toying
have to
with
stop
life
you right
magic.
there. Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. When you said that, you can't. Be careful what you say next with that, monkey.
Now I'm gonna explain the curse of Ankatesh and how it works.
Okay. Just say, yeah. Be careful. Like, be very careful.
The people that stayed in chat are aware that there might be massive spoilers.
Yeah, personally, I don't mind spoilers, but that's just me. I like watching things even though I'm already spoiled. Like, I was actually just about to spoil something, but I probably shouldn't.
So if like you toy with life in that way, like trying to bring someone back to life, because Weaver practices life magic. So by doing that, he basically broke a fundamental rule of the universe, and the curse of Akatesh is placed upon him by the universe. I assume we don't know how the curse is placed, but that curse is works as following: the more you care about people, the more people will die around you. The lesser you care, the less people will die around you.
Interesting. Is there more?
So the more love, but well, basically, like,
Not
it makes you
technically.
immortal as well. Like,
Okay, so you're immortal and you can't get close to people. Is there anything else?
like if you love, the more love you feel, the more death you bring.
Yeah, I understood.
That's
Basically,
basically it,
break the person.
and that defines Zeref's entire character, because his entire, basically the entire fairy tale, like series is based around Zeref. Like he's mentioned in every arc. In every arc, he's like related to it in some way, shape, or form.
What about season
Eleanor.
3's arc with the what are they called? The Exceeds. How is he related to the Exceeds?
That might be the only plot point where he isn't
Okay.
actually.
Yeah,
You actually like mentioned, but like every other like arc is related to him. Basically.
Yeah, I do kind of get an idea.
some way, shape, or form. Whether it's him directly, something he's created,
Yeah. Can I
or
explain why he creates things, or is it too much of a spoiler?
technically, well, uh, uh, okay. So the reason he creates things is he wants them to be powerful enough to kill him.
Okay, so he is like the one character from One Piece whose name I can't remember off the top of my head, who's basically like so strong he can't die, and he wants someone to kill him. He's basically suicidal, but no matter what he tries, he can't die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
in simple man terms, yeah.
So he created those things called demons of the books of Zeref, that are using his life magic.
Okay.
And these demons are insanely powerful.
Okay, this actually leads into my next question pretty well, I think. There are demons. Are there
Yes.
angels?
Technically,
mean,
no.
They
I
are
have
gods.
not seen any.
There are gods, but there are not angels.
Yes.
Okay.
I have not seen any angels myself.
But we have seen the gods.
But you've seen Happy.
Technically, he's not an angel.
far from being an angel.
Technically, Exceeds are not angels, despite what they say in the Atlas art. Technically,
We'll
they're
get to
not.
that.
Yeah, actually, they're just toxic little cats.
Yeah. So, was there something else you needed to add about the not Exceeds, the something of demons, the Zeref demons?
Should I say what his strongest demon is, or is that like the biggest spoiler ever?
I would imagine that would be a spoiler, and I haven't even seen it.
No, I'm asking Karma. Because
Technically, his strongest demon is a spoiler.
His strongest
it?
demon is Natsu. I'm calling it now. That would be a good
D&D.
twist.
His strongest, his strong.
What's his plan? End the world?
Should I explain what A&D is, Karma?
No.
No, that's part of the fun part.
Yeah. If you want to find out what A&D is, you'll have to watch Fairy Tale, Raven.
Okay. I probably will. Because,
Or
yeah.
I can just message you afterwards and tell you.
No. I'll watch Fairy Tale at some point, depending on how many episodes there are. Because I'm already
not
up to
doing
the
it.
time skip. I've seen up to the time skip. That's when I stopped watching it, because I'm like, ew, a time skip? And,
228 episodes and 2 movies.
yeah, I'm not watching the movies.
They're actually really great.
Actually, the
Well, the
movies
second one is
do
better.
relate to the story.
Okay, so is the Dragon Ball Z movies, but I still wouldn't watch them. Well, okay, most of the Dragon Ball Z movies are good. There's a
Okay,
couple
well, the
really
first
bad
one-
ones.
Kind of. Okay, technically, the first one kind of doesn't relate into the story. The second one does a lot.
Yes.
Need to watch the second movie in order to get the full plot of Fairy Tail.
The Dragon Cry.
I probably won't watch it. Next question. Do you guys know how many guilds are there?
I've counted
Uh.
30.
Yeah, there's a fuck ton of like. There's some guilds we only hear once, like Titan knows that we hear in episode 1, and then it's never mentioned again.
Okay, really cool question. Is Fairy Tail over? Like, are they done?
No.
The main anime is over. Now they're writing 100 year quest, which is basically like the follow up to Fairy Tail.
Okay.
Cool.
It's a sequel. Does it star Natsu and all the other main characters, or is it different people?
I believe so, Karma. Don't you dare say a word. Whoever is modding in chat right now, if anyone spoils 100 year quest, please time them out for 100,000 seconds.
That's basically just cop.
I don't think anyone's here. We are here, though. We
I'm
are
watching
mods. Except for me, I can't.
I'm watching it, and there's not a lot of people.
Yeah, there's only
Watch
3
whatever.
viewers anyway, so I don't think anyone's gonna spoil it. I'm pretty sure the viewers are
Yeah, well-
us, basically.
Like, well, did you guys check it? The last episode we did, it's at 64 views right now.
Yeah, it's it's whatever.
Okay.
Well, like,
Sorry, yeah, that's right. Plasma's here.
Hey, Plasma.
That's right.
Okay. My next question. How did he eat the lachrima?
Lacrima.
The magic
Okay,
crystal.
that's this. Like I said, this one's gonna be extremely hilarious to you. Sheer willpower.
No, that's bullshit.
That's literally it. Well, the thing is, Natsu's so stupid that thing that should kill him, dumb because he doesn't realize that should kill him.
So it's an anime stupid protagonist thing.
Yeah.
Kind of like getting the bullet in the mouth. Something
Or-
that should have killed him didn't kill him.
Or like when he ate the Godslayer
no.
fire. Like he physically
Definitely
shouldn't
should have done it.
he shouldn't be able to do it, but he emptied out his own magic, and
Because
ate the fire, and we just like went. Oh, I didn't know there was a trick to eating certain types of fire.
Completely idiotic. Yup. Sheer willpower.
Alright. So it's not because he's part dragon or something. It's just.
Nope.
Okay.
Sheer willpower.
Yeah, sure, Natsu stupidity.
Fantastic. So now we're on to season 2 now with my questions. And as we progress, there's less questions. But I don't think... Karma said he couldn't answer this question because it's a huge spoiler. This is the one where he gave me a little bit of insight on why it's a spoiler. But if the dragons disappeared 100 years ago, how is Wendy a child and not the same age as Natsu?
I really want to explain that one. I
Like,
really want to explain it.
And the only answer I can tell you is time travel.
And I think that's an acceptable answer. Because Wendy is a child and Natsu is like twice her age at the very least. Because, you know, bodies.
We can also say that she... Is it fair to say that she started training younger than
Wendy are
all
only
of them?
5 years apart.
Well, no, because, okay, the reason why it was confusing to me is because all the... I guess, yeah, no, now I think about it. If she started training younger than Natsu, that would make sense, that alone, actually. But, the reason why it confused me is they said all dragons disappeared 100 years ago or whatever before the start of the series. But then they say Wendy's disappeared, like, the last or whatever? And it was like, okay?
Yeah, whoever said that completely. They disappeared at the same time.
Okay.
Every dragon.
All they say about her is that
Disappeared
it's a
at the
sky dragon and it disappeared sometime after the 100 years.
Yes. Grandina was her dragon.
No. So, my next question, have you guys seen the Seven Deadly Sins?
Yes.
Yeah.
Huge fan. That's the first anime I ever watched, and I love it to death.
Do you guys think that the Seven Deadly Sins got inspired by the Walking Guilds?
What the fuck is a walking guild?
No,
You're gonna have
okay.
to remind
They
me.
say it multiple times in the video, and I'm 100% like agreeing with them. There are so many guild like houses that just get up and start walking in that
I've only
fucking
seen
show.
one.
There's
I've
three.
only the only two walking like the only guild I've seen moves is the Tartaros Guild Hall, right?
The first two I could think of is the one with Gajil or whatever his name was, the metal guy,
Gagio. Oh, the Phantom Lord Guild.
the Phantom Lord Guild, and then also the one that has the guild master's previous mentor.
Oh, the
Technically, that's not a walking guild. That's a technically
A flying guild.
flying guild.
Still, you get the point though. They're like
the more
they're
hard
like
guild.
vehicle houses though, basically.
moving guild. It's
Yeah.
more accurate to describe.
Well,
them.
there are
And
three of
there's
them
only
because
three
there's
of them.
There's also the
There's
other one that's
Tartaros.
actually a flying one, yeah. The one
Yeah,
during
there's
the
also-
Nirvana arc.
There's
well,
only three. of them
Nirvana
that
is
are-
not a guild hall; it's a weapon.
No. The one during the Nirvana arc that is like a flying skyship. Like it's like destroy the first part of the arc and then gets back.
Oh yeah, the Christina of the Blue Pegasus Guild.
It's technically not the guild
It's
itself.
not the guild hall. It's just the ship, and that ship is a part
Just
of the
the
Blue
ship.
Pegasus Guild.
Okay, still you get my point though. There's a lot of like housing that moves in the show. And that's exactly what the first thing I thought of when I started talking about it in that video was like, man, that reminds me of the Seven Deadly Sins out there on a giant boar. Or pig,
Hey.
whatever.
That well,
I would say no.
no. Although like I started watching Fairy Tail because like I had finished what was out of Seven Deadly Sins at the time.
Yeah, the first season of Netflix.
I was gonna say,
Shame season 3 sucks so much compared to the first two.
well, oh, you know what? When you want to know my opinion, the animation sucks, but the story is still good.
See, I would agree with
agree
you
with that.
until season 3 happened, and then it started to fall apart for me.
I mean, I still enjoyed it. Like,
I don't like Romeo
I-
and Juliet.
well, first one, that's a
Okay,
classic,
that's
and I like
fair.
classic stuff.
Okay, that's fair. I can't say that. Nothing about that. No, that's fair.
I like the part where they time travel in that show, actually. That was really cool.
Oh yeah, for King and the Ant Train.
Yeah. They go back in time as their ancestors, or not their ancestors, but their like legends of their race. Back to the
Yeah.
1,000-Year War, whatever it was called. There's some spoilers for that show, by the way. You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome, Peter.
Yeah. Okay, my next question. This is the end of season 2, and I was confused by this in the video. Is Nirvana a living thing?
No.
Yes.
Well, no, it's a weapon.
But does it have sentience?
One could describe it as a living weapon. However,
I don't think so. It's a magically infused with weapon. Much
okay,
like
but when you think about what Nirvana does, okay, think about what Nirvana does.
What does Nirvana do? I don't remember.
basically Nirvana.
Oh yeah, it makes
is
people. It makes good people bad and bad people good.
Yeah, but the problem with it
So
is
one could classify it as a living weapon.
Well, it's more of a force of energy than at that point, isn't it?
what?
It's more of a force of energy than it is a living weapon.
Yeah, like it's not like the Walking Fortress Destroyer from Konosuba. It needs someone to drive it, unlike the Walking Fortress Destroyer that moves on its own.
From which anime?
Konosuba.
I don't remember that. It's been a while since I've seen
Usually
Konosuba as well. I watch a lot of these animes when they first come out, and I just kind of forget about them until their next seasons.
Well, the thing is, like, I often go back and look at scenes from animes on Funimation because I don't have to search them up on YouTube.
That's what I recently did with Seven Deadly Sins, and that's why I was such a huge fan of the fight scenes in Seven Deadly Sins. They're some of the really good fight scenes, and some of the
Yeah.
jokes as well are really good. That is one of the few instances where I say dub is actually better than sub. because the dub of Seven Deadly Sins is really good.
Well, I'll have to say, like, the fairy tale dub is
My
brilliant
God.
also.
Can we talk about a dub
Okay,
that
I
sucks
agree.
then?
What?
One Piece.
I have not seen One Piece. I know next to nothing about it.
I know a lot about One Piece. What about you, Monkey?
I've watched the first 30 episode, and I've watched the
Dub or
like,
sub?
dub.
Yeah, the
but
dub is
French
terrible. Oh,
French
okay.
dub.
That's
Because my
different.
girlfriend at the time was into anime, but into like she saw 900 episodes of One Piece under like a month, under like a
Hmm.
year.
Yeah, if you want to get into One Piece, by the way, there's this thing called One Pace, where you can download it through a torrent, and they basically take all of it and just shorten it, and they reduce scenes, and they cut some dialogue and some filler and stuff. It is by far the definitive way to watch One Piece. If you're not going to read the manga.
How many manga volumes are there?
Let me Google that.
That's a good question.
One Piece manga. It looks like there's 972, maybe?
Volumes?
No, 98 volumes.
Fucking hell!
Yeah, sorry. One Piece Wikipedia, or just the Wikipedia page for it, says there is 98 volumes currently. 81 to current? Oh, they're actually on 99. That came out June 4th.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a while ago. Wait, no, it's coming out June 4th? Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. It's coming out June 4th.
I feel like when you're doing an anime that lasts that long, like over a 1,000 episode, at that point you're milking it.
Yeah, no, everyone
Really?
who has read the One Piece manga hates the anime because the anime draws out stuff and adds so much filler. Like a fight scene that should have been like 2 punches gets drawn out into like 10 episodes. But we're talking too much about One Piece. We gotta talk about Fairy Tail.
That's becoming the basically like the a show via an episode where we're going on tangents.
Yeah. Season 3 now we're on, and they did not explain this in the video. I was curious. How did the Exceeds trick humans into thinking that they were gods?
Okay, so that's actually a very elaborate plan that was made up by the Council of Exceeds.
There's a council of them, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a queen of the Exceeds too.
I know
right?
that. Yes, I know that.
So there's a queen and then there's the council. The council and the queen were the only ones who knew about it. And the queen, since the queen has one wing, means the queen is weaker than the rest of them.
Hmm.
However, the council used that to their advantage in order to trick everybody else.
Wait, how would they... I'm confused how that would happen. How would a weaker person...
Because the council basically told everybody else that the queen decides who lives and who dies.
Because she was weaker.
Correct.
But they don't know that. They think the queen's all powerful.
Because she has one wing.
No, but like that's the thing. Like only the council knows that fact. Everyone else, every other Exceed, every other human thinks the queen is all powerful
Because they think she has 2 wings?
because she's
Because
the
they
queen.
think she's a god.
Okay.
But
So
fact,
no one was
she's
using
actually
common
weaker.
sense, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
No one was like, "Hey, why does this malformed person, the most
Well,
powerful
she
one
doesn't
of
show her
us?"
wings. She doesn't show her wings.
She never showed them until like right before it's revealed.
Okay.
Yeah, right near the end of.
I was gonna say this would be like walking up to a person in a wheelchair and being like, "Bro, you're the best athlete I've ever heard of." It's like
Basically, yup.
Yeah, we need to watch Fairy Tail after this.
we could do a watch party of after the time skip. But my next question, I noticed a trend. and I want to ask this in a sincere way, not in a meme way. How many fucking mechs are there in this anime?
One.
No. There is at least 3.
Well, this is the Phantom. Technically, the Phantom Lord Guild Hall is one.
Okay. No, of the-
There is that one dragon, the robot dragon.
In season 3, after the X Seeds, there's definitely one, because that's when I wrote down the question.
Oh yeah, the I forgot the goddamn name. What's the name of that goddamn mechanical dragon that the king pulls out of his ass?
Dorna Annam.
Oh yeah,
Adam, sister.
this is during the time where the Guildmasters were fighting, I believe.
What?
The Guildmasters fought, and then their guild house turned into another mech.
Oh yeah, the Phantom Lord Guild Hall. I mentioned that.
Okay, yeah. So there's at least 3 of them.
Well, there's 4 of them, but one of them is during the Tartarus arc, and we're not gonna talk about it because Tartarus arc is basically spoiler after spoiler.
Alright, so now my next question to follow up with that. Is the fairy tail guild's house able to move or turn into a mech?
No.
No.
How the fuck are they the most powerful then?
Because they're reckless.
Alright, that's fair.
Don't give a fuck what they destroy. That's why they're the most powerful.
Do you remember episode 1, Raven, of Fairy Tail? Natsu beats up a guy and destroys an entire port in the process.
No, I don't remember. It's been 7-8 years, dude.
Yeah, simple version. Natsu and half of the Fairy Tail Guild do not give a fuck.
I remember Ezra got put on
They
trial
destroy.
because of it.
Yes.
Nope.
And
They don't
Natsu
care what they
stormed.
destroy. That's why.
Also, by the way, Ezra bandage boob outfit is best outfit. The one where she's wearing like a
Did you call
kimono.
her Ezra?
Ezra,
Did
yes.
you just call her Ezra?
Ezra, Ezra.
Urza.
Ezra.
It's Urza.
It's Ezra.
It's Urza. Look it up.
Alright, hold on. Let me go to Google Translate.
Here we go.
Ezra. Oh, it's in.
Who's the? All right, if you go to any
Ezra.
Nakaku, go to Nakaku.
Ezra.
Wait, I'll fucking give you.
Alright, hold on. Be quiet for a moment.
Ezra.
English says Ezra. Japanese,
Ezra.
Ezura. Ezra. It's Ezra.
Nakaku biggest flex animes in animes episode 6. She's mentioned in there. He says Urza. Everyone says Urza in the dub. They say Urza in the sub. They say Urza. Fuck
No,
off.
in the sub they say Ezra.
No, they don't.
Yes, they
No.
do. No.
No, Ezra fucking is a Star Wars character. Fuck off.
Actually, they do not say Urza and Ezra. Ezra in the sub.
Who the fuck is Ezra Miller?
I-
The fuck?
It's a guy in Star Wars Rebels, the cartoon.
Okay. Ezra Scarlet is her name.
Urza Scarlet.
Hold on.
Yeah, they don't say Ezra in the Japanese. They say Urza.
So her name is spelt Erza, but in
Yes.
Japan they pronounce it Eruza. That's why.
Urza.
Eruza.
Yeah.
But in America we say Ezra.
No.
Yes.
Well, Americans are stupid, so maybe.
In the English language. Either way, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, her best outfit is the one where she has like a kimono around her waist, and she's just wearing like the bandage around her chest.
No, the best outfit is clearly the rabbit outfit.
Is that just a bunny outfit? Like
Yes.
like
Let's
a
not get into.
That's a big
let's
bunny
not get
suit.
into it.
Or the strawberry outfit.
Let's not get into this, please. We all know her best outfit is obviously the black wing armor.
Or the purgatory armor.
That too.
Ah, yes. I also enjoy the outfit of what is her name? The main Lucy. 8 Island Open, I'm guessing it says, and she's in a bunny outfit. Here, I'll share the picture on Discord real quick.
Fuck yeah.
When I looked up bunny outfit fairy tale, this is the first thing that showed up.
Oh yeah, that's in one of the OS, like in one of the like
Fillers.
undubbed that weren't. That's one in the episode where they did a collab with an old anime made that was written by the same guy who wrote Fairy Tail. That was named. What the fuck was that name of that show?
Give me 1 second and I will show this. There you go. I can show this on screen now. This is what
What's
I'm
the name of
referring
that
to.
show?
Naruto?
Rave Master.
So this is what we're talking about, and I assume this is what Monkey's talking about.
Did you send the picture?
Yes, I sent it in the podcast chat. And I also showed it on stream.
It's not. I can't see it.
Well, I don't know what to say to you, my friend. Oh, yeah. Also, I have an image I wanted to show everyone. If you guys can look at my stream.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking up fairy tale characters, and I had to look up Lasana.
Yeah.
And the Google recommended characters is Lasana Strauss, Natsu
Yes.
Dragoneel,
Oh, great.
Ezra Scarlet, Lucy
Urza
Hart,
Scarlet.
whatever, Lucy, Gray, Juvia, Prince Charming, and Laxus.
Sorry,
What
what?
the fuck is Prince Charming there?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I don't know.
What the
Google
fuck?
just decided to throw Prince Charming in there.
Okay.
I thought it was really
Why?
funny.
Just between Juvia Loxer and Loxus Dreher.
Yeah.
So between like the fucking crazy ass lover and the cool lightning user. Nice.
Yeah. I thought that was very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Prince Charming is my favorite fairy tale character, too. Alright, we are on to the I don't think you can answer any of these questions. So, at the end of Season 3, they are doing, like, a arc to become, like, S-rank wizards or whatever.
Yes, the Ten Island arc.
Yes, and they mention Mavis, the original guildmaster. So my question is, when does Mavis come back to life?
At the very end of the
Uh,
series. That's
Oh.
all I'm gonna say.
I
I'm not gonna
can't,
say how.
can't answer.
Okay. Like I said, I expected you guys to say not answer to this one.
Can't answer that.
I'm
That's
gonna
so-
say she does. I'm not gonna say
She?
how. I'm not gonna say when.
She? Mavis is a she?
Yes, maybe it is. Maybe
Yes,
it is.
Mavis is a she. Have you?
Huh.
Oh, you haven't heard her voice. No,
No,
she's a
I
she.
haven't.
But look at the way she dresses.
I haven't seen her ever. I've seen her grave and that's it.
Oh, you haven't seen her. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, Mavis is a she. Mavis Vermilion is her full name,
Okay.
and she's an amazing character. Like she's she can be amazingly wise, or she can be like a fucking child.
Nice. So, like most people in power.
Well, not a
no, she's
child
a
in
literal child.
Wait,
Well,
what?
she looks 12, but she's like 100.
Well, I mean, she's resurrected, I imagine.
No.
She time travels or something, I imagine.
Is that a big spoiler to see why she looks 12?
Then be careful. This.
Well, we're gonna skip this because this question wasn't super important anyway. It was more like a cheeky tongue, like, oh, obviously she comes back. Speaking of, Season 4, I only have one question. Which is, if Zareth was evil enough to possess people, why did he not want to cause quote-unquote unrest in this era?
Well, technically he never possessed Jalal.
Yeah, I kind of read that in the comment section. Someone said that he didn't actually possess anyone.
No, it was just someone making him believe, making that was smart enough to make Jalal believe he was being possessed.
Okay.
Because Zareth never died. in a proper way. He never died, so he can't. He
Someone
doesn't have the ability to possess people.
said if someone never dies, they can't possess people.
Wait. But I thought they had to resurrect him.
He's immortal.
No. It was.
I
a
was
common
confused by
misconception
season
among
4.
people.
Because season 2 is when they try to resurrect him. I know everyone gets tricked into powering the crystal. But season 4, I thought they had to resurrect him. Apparently that wasn't explained very well.
Because every Dark Guild believes he's dead because he wants it so.
Ah, fair enough. I
Yeah,
imagine the
every
people that
Dark
do
Guild
know don't really
believes-
care.
There's actually very few people who know he's not dead.
I'm gonna throw out a limb and say that the guild leader of Fairy Tail is one of the people who knows.
He actually doesn't.
Oh, that's surprising. I expect it to be very anime tropey and obvious, but what can I say? I was surprised. I only have one more question. It was after the time skip. This kind of doesn't really fit anywhere. And we already answered, I think. When does Gildart show up and split the city in half?
Episode 90. Like he.
So he shows up again after the time skip.
Yeah.
Well, he shows up before the time skip, too.
Yeah, he shows up. He shows up before, but he's only there for like. He's not really like.
Well, we were talking about the
episode.
one fight he had.
Right. That's like one of the major points he was before the time skip.
Yeah.
Then afterwards, he's more of like the background character that you know is there.
Yeah, okay.
But like his like the entrance they gave him was epic enough that everyone was like, "Yo, like we never saw him fight, but that guy looks fucking insane."
They kind of did a very similar thing in One Piece with Shanks' character. He's supposed to be this total badass, but he doesn't actually do anything except lose his arm to a fish. And then everyone is scared of him. But they never actually show him being powerful. And this is the opposite, where they actually show the guy being powerful.
Yeah, like we like if you watch when you watch Retail, like you it's scene where Gildart's fight is not for you can't forget it because like when he fight he gets fucking intense.
Mm-hmm. That sounds awesome. Oh, I forgot, they do
like-
show Shanks multiple times, actually, by the way. They show him being really powerful, like, once. No,
Yeah,
twice.
They only really show him fighting Gildart. They only really show like a few Gildart's fight scenes.
Yeah.
There's less than 10 in the entire show.
Yeah, but like when he does, he beats the shit out of people.
Alright, I'm opening up Crunchyroll right now. I'm gonna go take a look. Gotta log in. Fairy Tail. It's a Fairy Tail podcast, apparently.
Yup.
So they are on 328 episodes.
Yes.
What episode's the time skip? 278?
100. No, time skip is like 122.
176?
No, 176 is actually. Fairy Tail was weird because they.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Let me clarify what I'm looking at right now. There's 3 different seasons, basically, on Crunchyroll. There is Fairy Tail Final Season, which is episodes 328 to 278. And then there is Fairy Tail Series 2 from 102 to episode 1. But then there's also regular Fairy Tail from episodes 175 to 1.
Okay, so what that is so like you know how you said like season 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5.
Yes.
Those are the official seasons.
Yes.
But Fairy Tail fans like me and Monkey say there's only three seasons
Okay.
because you have your first season, which I count as the first season, episode 1 to 100 to episode 175.
Holy
Now
fuck, that many
time skip.
episodes? Wait, no. Because, what's her name is in there? Wendy. In episode 105. That can't be right.
Oh, it is. Because Series 2, technically episode 176 to 277.
So between the two time skips.
Oh, God, there's multiple time skips too. Ugh.
So there's the 7-year time skip, which takes place during Season 1. Which I count as Season 1, Episode 1, which takes place between Episode 117 and 125. Not sure the exact episode, but it's between those two episodes.
Okay.
The 7-year time skip.
Jesus
And
Christ.
then at the end of episode 277, there is one more time skip. The year time skip bleeds into the Fairy Tail final season.
Okay. So, what question? Sorry. What episode around is the first time skip?
Again, episode that's between episode 117 to 125 is the 7-year time skip.
Okay. Laxus joins the fight against Hayes. It's the final showdown with the supercharge from Laxus. The battle with Hayes reaches its thrilling conclusion. Okay, episode 120. And at 121.
I have something to say that I just thought about. You're not a real fairy tale fan if you've never done the fairy tale like number 1 guild sign thing alongside the guild.
I have
Oh,
no
yeah,
idea what you're
that's true.
talking about.
Do it all the time.
What have you said, Gamma?
So I do it every time they
Yeah.
do it.
What are you talking about?
It's basically like
You know how
putting
they
your-
put their hands up in the air with their finger and with their pointer finger and their thumb out?
Like an L shape, okay.
Yep.
Just
What Monkey
just
said,
that?
if you don't do that with them, you're not a true fairy tale fan.
like if each time they do it, if you don't do the number 1 thing with them, you're not a true fan.
Monkey, now here's a question for you. Do you know what it actually stands for?
Because the fairy tale gives you this number 1, right?
Correct. It was actually coined by Loxus when he was a boy.
I had forgotten about that. That's right.
Now, what Loxus did when he was a young boy was his grandfather, Makarov, was going to be in the parade that Magnolia has, every year. And Loxus was, a little boy. He came up with a sign that says something like, even if you can't see it, I'm always watching your back. Kind of.
Alright, if you're a true fairy tale fan, you could tell me, what episode does Gildarts fight the person in right before the time skip?
Blue Note?
Blue Note, yeah.
That's between episode 110 to 115.
Karma's the episode expert. He fucking knows everything. Like, I can't tell you like the exact episode of shit because to me like it's just I've seen so much fairy tale. It's just a linear story at that point where like I know around when it happens, but it's like just like one line that I've watched through.
I can't tell you
Apologies for
the
that
exact
noise.
episode, but I can tell you between the two episodes that it does happen.
I'm looking at episode 115, and that is the episode where it happens.
Yeah, I said 110 to 115.
Yep. Oh, gotta rewind a little bit here. They're fighting. Alright, I got it paused so I can watch the fight after we're done here. So episode 120 is the time skip. That's where we're going to start watching. And then episode 115 is the episode with the fight that I want to watch.
Yep.
Alright. And this has been the night-themed rave because we are over an hour now and I'm out of questions. So unless you guys want to talk about it a little bit longer.
I mean,
I mean, there's only one other thing me and Monkey could talk about. That's, theories and stuff that you wouldn't understand.
we could theorize about shit like forever. Like we've done it before in VC.
Wendy's second element, by the way.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys want to talk about another anime next week?
Or we can do like the other thing that we were excited about doing.
Yeah, why don't we do that?
I don't remember what that is.
We'll tell. We'll.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Tell me next. Tell me after we end.
Yeah. That
We're
thing
gonna
that
talk
we
about
talked about.
Hololive Girls, right?
The thing we talked about on Friday after we were done. About the 4th episode.
Oh, right. Right, we're gonna have a debate. You counter.
No, I can't do it until I get a.
I don't have a personal Twitch meant for streaming.
Yeah, but you have Lord Headbunky.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I also do occasionally stream. Oh yeah, also, you were asking me why last episode was episode 2. It said episode 1 in the VOD.
Yeah.
That is because I did not change it to episode 2 until after I started streaming. So it'll always... Our YouTube channel, if anyone is watching on the YouTube, our Twitter and our Discord.
Yes.
I know. I know someone will be watching on YouTube.
Only the Discord if you're over 18.
They are.
Yes, only the Discord if you're over 18, though. We have an 18 plus
Because there's
Discord.
a lot of fun stuff on there, right?
And most of it's mine.
You run almost the entire NSFW part.
Yeah.
I still gotta find my thumb drive so I can start sharing my images.
Okay. Let's end the podcast because we've been going for an hour and 15 minutes, minus the 5-minute intro, an hour and 10 minutes. So, I am Raven signing off. Everyone, please tune into my personal Twitch streams and my personal YouTube channel, Def Raven, DEF _ I believe, Raven, or my Twitch channel, Raven the Wraith. I occasionally am streaming. I plan on streaming some Resident Evil 8 this week, possibly. And Karma, you're up next.
So I'm Heir of Karma. I don't actually have anything like that at the moment. I'm in the process of getting my stream set up. So look forward for that.
And then Monkey.
Loves it.
Tell Ezra.
Fuck off.